Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged because of them, for the Lord your God will go with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Deuteronomy 31:6. Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to start with a simple question. Have you ever thought about how easy it is to stray from our goals when things start to tighten up? You see, life has a funny way of testing us, especially when we are pursuing our goals. It's like being in a gym where you choose the treadmill closest to the window. At first, the view is beautiful, you're motivated, and the music in your headphones is upbeat. But as time goes on, the treadmill seems to go faster, the view isn't as interesting, and the music just doesn't have the same effect anymore. And here's the irony, my friends. When we start, everything is new and our energy is at its peak. We feel invincible, ready to conquer each goal we set. However, as we continue, the real tests begin. Our legs start to hurt, the sweat in our eyes stings, and that initial motivation seems like a distant memory. It's at this critical moment that most think about giving up. Why am I doing this? Is this really worth it? Maybe I'm not good enough. These thoughts start to emerge. Here, my friends, is where faith and focus come into play. Imagine Joseph, sold into slavery by his own brothers. Instead of giving up, he maintained his focus and faith, even in the worst circumstances. In the end, he became the governor of Egypt, saving many lives during a great famine. Joseph didn't have an upbeat playlist or a window view to keep him motivated. What he had was something much more powerful, the confidence that somehow his steps were aligned with a greater purpose. So, when the treadmill of life seems to speed up too much and the music no longer cheers you up like before, remember Joseph. Remember that he, amid injustices and trials, did not stop running his race. And in the end, not only did he achieve his goals, but he was also instrumental in saving many lives. May we find that same strength and determination within ourselves, no matter how fast the treadmill is or how monotonous the view becomes. Keep the focus, keep the faith, and keep running. We can also cultivate this confidence. Start your day not just with a strong coffee, but with a robust dose of motivation that comes from knowing you are not alone in this race. No matter how fast the treadmill of life speeds up, keep the focus and the faith. And how do we do this in practice? Simple. By setting clear goals and trusting that, even on days of trial, there is a greater purpose. See, when I talk about living by faith, I'm not just referring to seeking support in critical moments, but to practicing it in every aspect of daily life. It's about making faith an integral part of every decision, recognizing God's presence in big events and small details alike. Each day offers the chance to see how our lives are shaped by forces greater than ourselves. Maintaining faith daily involves planning and hoping for the best, but also being ready to accept unexpected changes, trusting that each detour is part of a larger plan. This type of faith is not passive. It is active and requires an openness to recognize and embrace the surprises that life brings, even those that initially seem challenging. Therefore, when life recalculates our route, like a GPS adjusting the path, we should see this not as a setback, but as an opportunity to explore new experiences and grow in ways we hadn't planned. This is the true spirit of adventure fueled by faith. Understanding that unexpected detours can lead us to even greater discoveries and achievements. Accepting route changes with flexibility and confidence transforms our journey into an enriching adventure, where every new path is a chance to learn more about ourselves and the world around us, always guided by the belief that, in the end, everything contributes to our greater good. Now, let us gather in prayer to start the day with God's blessing. Lord, in moments when our faith is tested and our plans seem to crumble, help us to keep our focus. We recognize that we often get carried away by anxiety and fear of the unknown. We confess that in our desire to control everything, we sometimes lose sight of what truly matters. Help us to remember that each challenge is an opportunity to grow, and that, even in difficulties, you are with us. Forgive us for sometimes doubting our paths and your presence in our lives. Teach us to trust more in you and less in our own strength. Help us to recognize that, even in moments of loneliness or despair, we are never truly alone. We want to offer to you not just our achievements, but also our struggles and uncertainties. Give us the wisdom to discern what is essential and the courage to embrace the necessary changes in our journey. May our faith be a reflection of your constancy and love, and may our focus always align with your will. In this act of surrender, we recognize that each challenge faced and each doubt that arises are also integral parts of our growth. They shape and strengthen us, allowing us, through these moments, to also bear witness to your grace and mercy. As we open our hearts and share our vulnerabilities with you, we ask that you guide us with your steady hand, transforming our fears into moments of learning and our uncertainties into paths of clarity. Grant us, therefore, the ability to accept not only the triumphs, but also the difficulties as parts of a larger plan that we cannot fully understand. Help us to trust in your love and your guidance in all circumstances, knowing that each of our steps is guided by you. May we learn to value each experience as a precious lesson, and in all moments, whether of joy or of trial, may we always remember to lift our eyes to you, seeking not only relief, but also the transformation that comes from a life lived in true faith. And so, as we walk this journey, may we view challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities from God to grow and learn. Each morning when we wake up, may we be able to say with conviction, "Today, once again, I choose to trust and not fear." Now let me ask a question that I would like you to carry with you throughout the day. What recent challenge in your life can be seen as an opportunity to strengthen your faith and readjust your focus? Think about it. In every difficulty, there is a lesson being taught, a chance to grow, and to realign our actions with our deepest purposes. When we face these moments, we have the opportunity to demonstrate, not just to ourselves, but to the world around us, the power of active faith and unwavering focus. Life will indeed throw challenges at us, but remember, the way we choose to face them defines the trajectory of our journey. Just like the athlete who does not give up in the final lap, even when muscles scream for rest, our perseverance in faith leads us to cross finish lines that previously seemed impossible. So, as you go out today, facing the world with all its demands and surprises, remember that each obstacle is an invitation to reinvent yourself and reaffirm your faith. And in doing so, do not be surprised if you find that the greatest obstacle was actually a springboard in disguise, designed to propel you even higher. Therefore, keep this question in mind and let it resonate in your hearts throughout the day. See each challenge not as a stop sign, but as a starting signal for something even greater and better. And always remember, focus and faith are not just words. They are powerful tools that God has given us to shape our lives and reach our true destinations. May God bless you today and always, and may the motivation to live each day well come not only from your dreams and plans, but also from the certainty that every step taken is accompanied by Him. So be it. Amen.